Hi. Dude, you must have lived on a farm, right? Big ass titties and big ass arms. You must have lived on a farm, right? Why do I ask? Hey. Yeah, bad jokes in the morning. Yeah. So I've been thinking about politics this morning. Probably not what came to your mind right there, but I think it's because it's true, or maybe it used to be true, but a lot of people, and I totally agree with doing this at work. I really try to do this at work. I do not wear my politics on my sleeve at work. That's the first thing you want to do if you want to make people fucking polarized and hate the fuck out of you, is dump everything you believe about politics at work. It's a bad plan. It's pretty goddamn bad. Terrible plan. But there's a lot of people that seem all confused. Like, I don't understand. You shouldn't hold politics against people. It's just what they believe. And that's exactly the problem. There's a huge group of people, and I work with a lot of them. Not directly in the building, but throughout the corporate infrastructure, and especially the locals that believe shit like gays should never be married. There's a lot of people that think gays shouldn't even be allowed in society. They think abortion, even if it's like right after conception, is murder, which is just as close to saying masturbation is murder, because all that fucking sperm. If you look at a sperm and you look at a brain and spinal column, spoiler, that's what the sperm grows into. It's not a fucking mystery. But yes, that sperm, brain, spinal cord thing, that's not how it works, but whatever. It's fucking still the same shit. Don't spill your seed. That's why it says don't spill your seed in the Bible. But anyway, the people that are like, I don't think you should judge people based on what they believe. That's what they believe in their politics. That's who they are. Like, I'm not gonna fucking follow political ideas that are completely against what I believe. That's retarded. What's even worse is you can tell how goddamn stupid somebody is, because let's face it, there's a lot of really stupid shit that you as soon as you smell it, you know what's connected to it. Like when someone starts talking about QAnon, it's like, okay, so it's a safe bet, this and this, and so then I'll hear someone regurgitate something that's from QAnon, and then I'll be like, oh yeah, and I'll start talking to them and just start, making comments and discussing topics to get them talking, because that's what I'm really good at. Making some comments, getting some people talking, asking a question, get them talking more, get them to unfold their fucking origami. Let's look at this, let's see what's going on. Sure enough, Trump supporter. That's not a very fair example, because I don't think there's a QAnon out there. Because one of the core pillars of QAnon is Trump is some sort of magician that's working against, I don't understand how it seems like he's working with the deep state to fight the deep state. Just so much shit they believe cannot possibly coexist. But this, I've started calling it the Glenn Beck coefficient, because Glenn Beck was really the first that I witnessed. I'm sure he wasn't the first, but he's the first that I witnessed that he would connect Marxism, socialism, and communism as if it were the same thing. And he would use them interchangeably. And in the majority of the places he used them, they didn't fit at all. But if you don't know anything about Marxism, communism, and socialism, and the various types of socialism, and if you don't understand what authoritarianism means, and that's the thing, the majority of this shit is just authoritarianism, and Democrats and Republicans are both very guilty of authoritarianism. And they wear the same hat in a lot of different instances. And it's very disturbing. Which is another reason it just blows my mind when someone like Trump and Biden supporters, both of them have done a lot of the same shit. They both support a lot of the same shit. But Biden gets to pretend like he's a fucking progressive because he's got a D in front of his name. But he's fucking not. If you look at the fucking... And people are like, oh, what about gay marriage? He was the vice president. He wasn't doing shit. Look at the fucking the House and the Senate. They're the ones that made that shit happen. But anyway, I'm sorry, the Supreme Court too. But one thing I wish Obama would have done was have Ruth Bader Ginsburg retire so he can replace her. But that didn't happen. It's too late now. We're gonna have a fucking, what are they called? We're gonna have a handmaiden up in that shit now. How's that? What kind of a shirt is that, dude? That was weird. I don't know, man. The whole thing's pretty dark. It's pretty dark if you ask me. Not just for the right, but for the left. For everybody, it's all dark. And it's especially dark for the left if what's his balls? If Biden wins, it's bad. It's bad if Trump wins. It's bad either way. The only reason I think I went over this already. But the only saving grace for the Biden administration, if they get in, or the Harris administration, which is more like it, is they would improve the standing of the education and science departments, and probably the environment departments for sure, because you shouldn't be you shouldn't be mining and drilling for oil in goddamn national parks. Just Google that and look at those pictures. That's going on right now. It was funny because as soon as Trump won, before any of the shit was passed, there were some drilling companies that were staging outside of Yellowstone waiting for the light to go in. It's good times. Which I don't think drilling at Yellowstone is the best idea, but I don't see it mentioned either when they talk about increasing earthquakes. Like, okay, is there even any shale oil there? I wonder where they're drilling exactly. So I know Yellowstone, the national park area, is quite a bit larger than you really think when you picture Yellowstone. Whatever. But the whole thing I was thinking about though was you can't the notion of you can't judge someone by their politics. You should accept it. Go fuck yourself. I'm not going to accept people, the white power people too. And I was just talking to someone the other day. They're like, "Oh, well, what's white power? What problems of white power? Well, what effect are they having?" It just fucking kills me. I'd like to point out Ferguson. When the Anons doxed all those police and sheriffs and correction officers and all them that were Klansmen, and they got fired. That's where it is. They're in power, motherfuckers. Don't you listen to Rage Against the Machine? It's not really a joke though. It's funny because a lot of these political commentators and artists and musicians that have been yelling about political shit have been saying this shit. That's why a lot of these artists that link up police and Klansmen, there's a reason for it. There are a lot of Klansmen wearing the uniform. I'm not saying cops are Klan. I'm saying there's a lot of Klan that are also cops and judges and lawyers, and they're doing shit. They're finding ways. They're finding ways to fuck people. Not in the ways to make you come either. Well, not in the ways to make me come. Oh, motherfuckers, this lane go away? God damn it all. This is bullshit. I'm driving around point. I'm gonna pull in here because I don't really want to merge with these people. They're kind of tight pussy. Let's count. 1, 2. Shimagamo. I'm so white, I apologize. 3, 4. Nope, I was gonna say 5, but that they're open. 5. 5 places are closed that were open last time I came through here. This strip mall. 6. Oh no, 7. That's sad. This strip mall was full. This was a nice strip mall. I want to say there was a bar in there at one point. I think it's crazy. Politics really reflect the core of who a person is. So to just give someone a blanket pass, we all have opinions, that's cool. And I'm going to judge your ass on the opinions. That's all. That's all I'm saying. We shouldn't have to just accept craziness. And I know that goes both ways. The white power motherfuckers, the example I keep falling back to, because they're so goddamn extreme, they think whites are the master race. Which is hilarious. What's this based on? Because their grandpappy told them. That's all. I guess that's not all, I guess. They like to point out, they ignore a whole lot. But they focus on shit like, well, if you look in Northern Africa, has nothing. Let's just ignore everything that's happened there. Let's ignore World War II. Let's ignore all this shit. And let's ignore the fucking modern cities. There's goddamn modern cities there. A bunch of them. But don't pay attention to that. It's like Mexico. There's a lot of awesome shit going on in Mexico. For sure, there definitely is. There is a lot of awesome shit going on in Mexico. But all we hear about is corruption, cartels, violence, drugs, cartels, federales that are bought out by the cartels, the federales going against some of the states, back and forth, and some of the states going against some of the cities because of cartels. But it's really not, it's not all that. Don't be crazy. You can't judge a whole by some parts. You can cherry pick any direction you want. I blanket hate humans. All of them. All of them. All of them. But that's a lie too. I like to, that's a defense mechanism. Just makes me more comfortable and insulates me, so when I see fucked up shit, I'm like, well, humans. That's what you're gonna get. It makes it less impactful. When the shit hits the fan, I'll be there. Just nodding my head, going, uh-huh. That's right. Today's IMAG day. That's cool. It's like people that keep, like, okay, rape. Let's drop that word in there, rape. People that keep family around even though they raped other family. Or there's even, I know a family where somebody in the family murdered two of their cousins. Murdered them. And they still go to family gatherings. People still embrace them. The wing of the family where the two people inhabited that were murdered, they show up. They fucking grit their teeth and smile and talk to the motherfucker that did it. Go, oh, they served time. They did their time. They paid the time for their crime. Fuck that shit. That's crazy. I just can't understand. Oh, well, with their blood though, I don't give a fuck. Well, okay. There's a thing for redemption. But I don't think I just don't think you have to forgive people. I don't. Like, you do shit like that. As far as I'm concerned, you're dead to me. Just get out of my life. My bar for that is way, way lower than that. Rape and murder, get the fuck out of my life. I just can't understand how people just, oh, well, you know, it was a bad time. We got through it. So you got through it, you fucking... I don't think people change. I really don't think people change that much. Well, I think that's where the human shit baseline comes in. It's like, yeah, of course that happens. I don't know. Maybe I'm a pussy. Maybe that's what it is. I just want to protect myself. Get the fuck out of here, motherfucker. You murdered those two people. You just don't talk to me. Stay far the fuck away from my wife and my kids. My daughters don't need a goddamn thing to do with you. Especially rapists. I'm just gonna stress myself into an early death is all it is. If I'm lucky. I'm lucky. And it could be said that I'm just cherry picking all this negative shit. And, well, ignoring that he killed those two people, look at his whole life. Maybe they're not, there's certain things that's just like, nope, that's it. I'm getting nowhere, I'm sorry. I'm gonna fucking find breakfast, I don't know where. But there's 80,000 places up here serving breakfast. I'm gonna try Burger King breakfast. I haven't had it in so many years, I hate it. I hate it, when I had it, I hated it. I thought it was terrible. Terrible. That dude's carrying a Trump fence sign. How strange. I wonder if he took it. Like, fuck you, it's mine now, lol. Alright, bye.